So we've been working on this for a while. This has been a passion project of mine for about 7 years, going back to the beginning of sort of the dream. It really kind of, at some point, realized that life's, about finding what you're passionate about and following that passion than it is about just kind of living a 9-to-5 job. And at that point, I realized that I was really kind of getting into beer. So after a long deployment in Afghanistan, I came back and went down to Ballast Point in San Diego and bought a homebrew kit. Started brewing in the high desert where I was stationed at the time, 29 Palms. And me and a roommate, we just started making beer. And I'd go to Oakland, fly into Oakland and go up to UC Davis on weekends and go take these courses at their brewing school. And so I wanted to learn as much as I could. I called my buddy that was doing vodka and I said, "What do you think?" And he said, "Learn enough to be dangerous and hire the best." So I kind of started mapping it out from that standpoint. And fast forward, I took a couple corporate jobs to save money. I was driving Uber in the evenings on weekends when I was in Dallas. I moved to Dallas to take a job to save up every penny I could. Living in a small room I found off Craigslist and literally just kind of nickel and diming it till I got to the point where I could get a bank loan. I talked to some friends that said they would invest some money, and I found this property, and it's kind of this big sort of cycle of catch-22s, as I describe it, where you're not going to hire a brewer until you tell them you've got the property and you've got money, and you're not going to be able to get a lease signed until you say, "I've got money," and you're not going to be able to get money until you say, "Who's going to make the beer? I've got this brewer." And then you're not going to get investors until they say, "Yeah, where's your brewer at?" And so it's kind of, at some point, you just have to take this leap and kind of just effectively say, "Yeah, we've got all this kind of covered," and really keep all these balls in the air and hope that none of them drop. We don't have TVs, and that was an affirmative decision. It was the idea that we want people to come here and engage with each other and talk about their week and kind of catch up and really have this fellowship mentality here. And so that's what I hope that we bring. I think we've seen it so far where people come out here and they'll eat food in the Airstream trailer by Food Fight, and we've got these guys back here making some really great food, and come and sit at these nice big tables, and kind of a classic kind of beer garden feel to it, and hopefully enjoy the beer and enjoy each other's company. And that's what I think has been happening so far. I'm Mark Philippi, founder of Sign Brewing. We'd love to invite you out to our brewery and experience our beers with us.